first cultural exchange between China and the U.S. since the Cold War. That same year, China sent two pandas to the U.S., Ling Ling and Sing Sing, in what has become known as panda diplomacy. In 1979, the U.S. established diplomatic relations with the People's Republic of China. In the 40 years since then, cultural exchanges between the two nations have flourished.
The National Committee on U.S.-China Relations was at the forefront of that, sending the first of everything you can think of to China and bringing delegations from China.
Today, 3 of the top 10 grossing films in China are American. American television shows like House of Cards, Sex and the City, and Friends are also big hits there. One of China's biggest exports to the U.S. is students. More than 350,000 Chinese students are enrolled in U.S. colleges. Peggy Blumenthal says those students contribute over $13 billion annually to the U.S. economy. She says they also bring other benefits.
For Chinese and Americans to study together, to be in dormitories together, to be in labs and library teams and athletic teams together, really creates the possibility of deep understanding on both sides and deep comfort in dealing with each other on both sides.
But in recent years, Chinese students have been made to feel less welcome in the U.S.
The Trump administration reportedly considered banning student visas to Chinese citizens on concerns some of them are working as spies. But Blumenthal says Chinese students, like all international students, are heavily vetted before hitting U.S. soil.
International students are no more a threat to us than any kind of international visitors, and we have to be very careful not to demonize the large numbers of students from China who are coming here for legitimate desire to get a U.S. education.
Dinda Elliott of China Institute says political tensions between the U.S. and China have altered American perceptions of China, and that could have a negative impact on cultural exchanges.
There's an increasing feeling that China is not moving forward with kind of market-driven reforms, and so there's a sense that it's becoming more closed. The control over the internet is stronger. And I think that that has some influence on the way Americans see the level of their interest in Chinese culture.
So here's a poster from the...
Landman agrees, but says in times when governments disagree, cultural diplomacy is needed more than ever.
We're not going to agree on everything. Nobody agrees on everything. You have the best marriage in the world and you don't agree on everything. And these are countries with very different historical, cultural, political, economic traditions. I don't think agreement should be a goal. I think genuine understanding and communication should be a goal.
Karina Huber, CGTN, New York.